All right. Last month I weighed 155.6, so let's see if I gained some weight. I feel like I did.
158.5. Working my way back.
Well, it seems that I've gained some weight. I could pretty much directly attribute this to shooting my deer. Having piles of deer meat every day for like a week straight, and then trading for a whole bunch of eggs and honey and whatnot, just like totally beefed me up. Feeling pretty strong. Not feeling all tired and lethargic like I was before. Month 11 down. That sounds really weird. I only have 1 month to go. So what things popped out at me this month that I thought were kind of interesting? Going to the cabin kind of brought up an interesting thing, which is that as the apocalypse wears on, there's going to be less and less pre-apocalypse food, which is kind of just like processed stuff that everyone's used to. And so the longer it goes on, the more valuable that stuff's going to be. Just stupid stuff like mac and cheese. You're like, really? That's like that amazing? Because it's not. But I don't know, when you're eating soup every day, suddenly something like that's a major luxury. And I anticipate this happening more and more, you know, even 2, 5, 10 years in advance. Little stashes like that popping up and people being very excited over them. So it's pretty funny because all winter I never lit candles when I was at home alone. And when Allison or someone else would come over, I'd light like 2 or 3 candles and be like, ooh, I'm splurging. I'm having a little bit of light, non-headlamp light. And now I only have a month left and I've literally got like 2 gallons of kerosene and like 100 tea lamps and like all just piles of candles everywhere. So it's kind of funny that I've become a candle hoarder. I guess goes with my whole thing that if you don't need it at the time, why would you use it when you might need it later? So there's this whole phenomenon where it takes me like 2 hours to make breakfast and 3 hours to make dinner. I've been trying to figure out why it takes so much longer, and I realized that it's like everyone always says when you eat out at dinner, you're like paying for someone to do the dishes and, you know, prepare your food and whatnot. But if you take that another step further, when you buy food in the store, you're really paying for it to be all packaged up and trimmed up and washed and picked and like brought to your house for you. And so in my situation, that is all stuff that I have to do that's extra time. So I'm not paying for it, but I have to pay for it with my time, like cleaning fish or whatever. I started to think about, you know, what it would truly be like in the apocalypse and how things would progress and play out. And I found an interesting subtlety to this whole thing, which is that America has some pretty large shortcomings in terms of feminism. I think that, you know, back in the day, there's a reason why women did women's work and men did men's work. If we regress to a post-apocalyptic world where, you know, stuff needs to be done and it's women's work, like, you know, like cooking and cleaning or doing the laundry or whatever, and men need to be out, you know, digging and hunting and building stuff or doing whatever they're doing that they need their muscles and their hand-eye coordination for. A lot of American women might take this personally and be demeaned by it, and thus it would be a detriment to actually surviving, which I don't know, for some reason that really amused me. I do believe that in the state of nature or, you know, 1800s society, that was there for a reason, obviously. Well, this month seemed a lot better than last month. Last month, I don't know, I was going through a major slump, and this month I really felt like I was kind of taking stuff down. Maybe a little too much. I may have I may have not paced myself for the end. We'll see how this next month goes. But this is 5, 10, 11 months down and 1 month to go.